Hello everyone, Nick back again today with another video for Foreclosure Finder. We're out here at another one of my brokerage's foreclosure assets in central Connecticut today. Going to be walking through, this is the final walkthrough. We're closing on this property today, so I figured why not shoot a video and walk through for the buyer, kill two birds at one stone. This one's pretty rough. The big selling point of this property is that we are right up against the Connecticut River, so there is some, not necessarily water frontage, but water views. Because otherwise this property has definitely seen some better days. Just walking around the outside here, we'll just get started. Power's off, utilities are off. Like I said, property's definitely seen better days. Got some of the stone. Again, saw this in the last video, pretty common in Connecticut, New England, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, these older homes. You get the stone, these stone foundations, and this one had skim coat over it over the years. So again, just stuff to keep an eye on because that does deteriorate. You can see this this is a secondary addition, so this is a concrete foundation on the back of the house here. RV still on site. Team wasn't able to get that out, but the buyers are taking it as is, so it doesn't really matter. Coming over to the backyard here, it was pretty overgrown. You can see a lot of the chop from the landscaping, and I mean there was just a bunch of stuff under here. Team didn't do too good of a job trashing this property out. So you can see there's still some stuff left on site here. Few issues with the property. I mean, again, this one kind of is easy to kind of see the issues. We got roof issues, soffit missing under there, a few pieces of the paneling or the siding missing. You can actually tell the siding is mismatched on this exterior porch here. This whole back of the house is an addition, so it's a little newer than the front of the house. You got your big storage shed here, and again, this was all overgrown. This storage shed you couldn't even see until we took everything out landscaping wise. And again, the plan with this one is a full renovation rehab. The gentleman or the team that's buying this, the company that's buying this, they are just doing a full gut, full flip, basically replacing everything. That's pretty much the exterior of the home. There's no we can't really get on the other side. It abuts against really like this is on a pretty steep slope, so it'll be growing right in the slope. Check out that spider web if you can see it. Pretty cool. Now again, this one does have a lot of issues. We're gonna go ahead and walk up. I mean, the deck's pretty much toast. Just tons of deferred maintenance. I mean, again, you know, just they don't have the money to make the mortgage payment. They don't have the money to maintain the property. Holes in the deck boards. I mean, rails just missing and all over the place. Here's the view. It's a little tough to see it now because everything's grown in, but I'll take a look when we get down to the driveway. Basically, all right here. That's the Connecticut River. So you got a little boat launch, a little ferry launch, right looking at the deck. And I mean, in the fall, in the winter and all these leaves are gone, you get just some pretty good water views. Right now it's a bit grown in. The plan is to take most of this down. The people are buying it they are going to take most of this down, cut this hedge line down a bit so you can see more of the river. Essentially right through this tree you'd actually see the water. I don't know how good that's coming in, but I'll take a shot at the end there so you can see. It's a pretty nice little area, and that was the draw to this property, because it definitely wasn't the finishing on this one for sure. Can just we'll do a quick peek back here. Again, nothing too special, just more siding, damaged soffit areas, and again, just the slope. The grading is a little tough here, coming down into the river. So come right in, and again, like I said, this one is pretty rough. Just got some plywood flooring right in the front here, and believe it or not, there was somebody living in this home. We did an eviction at this property. What are we in? We're in roughly, well, we're in October. We did an eviction I think in July, and believe it or not, there was somebody living in this home. One thing that I've come across or experienced a little bit more often is just these properties in poor condition, people still living in them, and just people are in just tough spots sometimes in life. So just walking in, you basically walk into the dining room. Floor's got, I don't know if you can really tell in the video, but floor's got a bit of a bow in it. Definitely dips towards the corners, that's for sure. Same thing. I mean, you know, the floor is probably, their plan is to renovate the entire home. I don't know what they're really going to do in terms of the flooring, if they're just going to pull up the floor and the subfloor and everything, but they're basically renovating the entire home. Tons of stuff like this, just homeowner electrical boxes pulled out, you'll see. Kitchen's obviously seen some better days. You got a big grate right in the middle. So not too much thought going into this place when they designed it. Again, just taking a look, and this is the final walkthrough. I mean, nothing's really changed at this house. Silver linings, big full-size bathroom. Again, tub's definitely seen, again, this whole house has seen better days, but actually have an on-site laundry. Again, you just see some of the, get a little peek into the REO world here. So again, nothing too crazy here. And again, with them flipping the whole house, realistically today, I'm just walking through to make sure the building was still standing. This is the addition. We're now into the addition of the house. Just like a little finished like living room area, the wood stove. Again, just a lot more of the electrical stuff that we're seeing. This was hooked up at some point, but no longer anymore. And then a nice little screened-in porch. This is where actually the person was living. I'm not exaggerating. They just had a bed in here, and it was just surrounded with cigarettes and Fireball nip bottles. But we got it cleaned up, and this actually shows pretty nice. And is there any way, now you can't really see any of the water from here, but like I said, their goal is to take the hedge line down so you can actually see it. Few items like that. The house is old. I think this was built, if I recall correctly, either like 1900 or like 1905, something like that. So like another thing in these older New England homes are these narrow stairwells, narrow staircases and steep staircases. Let me just to show you here, this one is pretty narrow, pretty steep, at least compared to you know, a home that would be built more recently, more modern. Another issue with these older style homes is, like, you know, obviously back in the day when they built this in 1900, they didn't have to worry about tons of furniture and TV and dressers, so these bedrooms are a little funky. This is just a long rectangle. You'll see we got another one coming up. It's the same room, but just skinnier. And you just kind of, here you go. So this is, I mean, this would be a tough one. I mean, it widens out towards the end, but again, just very skinny. Now again, just everything getting replaced in this home. But you see kind of what we deal with on a regular basis. Come through here, and again, just the whole area. You got a skylight. It just kind of looks weird. The functionality is weird. They're gonna come in and make this place really, really nice. These guys do great work. And this would be like the master bedroom. Again, we'll just walk around. Quick little tour. And just, you know, it's the ceilings are a bit lower up here. It does feel a little bit chopped. You know, door frame, things like that. But again, a lot of that's not really gonna matter in the grand scheme of things, because all this is gonna get replaced. The plan is to put a bathroom here. We have a little attic access, but what their potential plan is to basically combine these two bedrooms. Let me take a step back here. You can see how you have the red carpet and the blue carpet, and then the stairwell to the attic right in the middle. Their plan is to reconfigure this central area in some way where we just have a pull down stairs up to the attic, and they want to turn kind of this area, this closet, into a bathroom up here. They're gonna have to get creative, but that's the plan. I think if they can pull that off, having two bathrooms in this house would be obviously a huge benefit, a huge plus. All right, and we are gonna venture into the basement. As much as I don't want to, this one is the definition of a dungeon. Get my light on here. You can already hear some water sloshing around. The power's off here, but we did get tons of rain here the past few days. So part of me thinks it's the just the pressure from the well just feeding out. You can hear it. And again, this whole place is toast. I mean, you can see the panels, right? See how wet it's been in this basement, just with the rust on the the central vac there. You know, water heater shot, furnace is shot. Again, that's all getting replaced. We're gonna take a quick peek over here. But I think, like I said, it's just the well. See if that, you can't really see anything. I'm more so just looking. I'll probably just cut this out. That's gotta be a well, that's gotta be well pressure. Because I don't know what else it would be. Nothing else at this house that it could be. So again, I don't think that's gonna be too big of an issue. They're gonna come here, they're gonna cap the well, they're gonna put this on public water anyway. It's already hooked up to the sewer line, just not the public water line yet. Go ahead and round it out. And the thing that, I mean, can't wait for the day that we actually walk through one and all the junk is still in the house. A lot of the times with these properties, you get a lot more, things get a little bit more interesting when all the debris and stuff are still on the property. You don't get as good of a look, obviously, but just kind of seeing, you get a little bit of a better picture of what may have happened there when you see all the stuff that they were buying or whatnot. Just makes the walkthrough a little bit more interesting, honestly, at the end of the day. Like I said, we'll take a quick walk down, show you guys the water here. Again, just walking away from the property. Again, not a bad little spot, and you do get plenty of lift here. So we're walking right down the driveway, and you can see the dock and the gate and everything. This is a ferry. We're in central Connecticut, so this is the Connecticut River. I mean, this has a ferry, boat launch. In the summer, this place is popping. We're first week of October, so this is kind of winding down now. But in the summer, there's always people here watching the boats, hanging out. There's a whole little picnic area down over there. So I think the property has some great potential, and that is the plan. Their plan is to basically renovate this property to showcase the location and get a new buyer in here and enjoy the home. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming back. Another walkthrough, again, doing it weekly. Like, subscribe, hoping to have a few more properties for you, get some more interesting ones here as the inventory opens up. Again, like, subscribe, we're doing it every week. Till next time, Nick signing off.